No one can require us to live under limitations. They are entirely voluntary, but they will persist within us until we recognize and accept them and realize what they are. When we resolve and release them, we can open our awareness to our intuitive knowing. For eons, we've lived with the belief that our limitations are real for us and for all humans. Be carefully examining them and tracing them to their foundation in fear. We can find that all limitation can be traced to belief in mortality. This is what we can transcend when we realize that our presence of awareness is eternally present in universal consciousness. In expressing ourselves as our current person, our human consciousness includes our subconscious, beyond the awareness of ego consciousness. It is the storehouse of our experiences and limitation, the director of all of our bodily functions, and the limiter of our awareness. Throughout our life, we have trained our subconscious to hold us in fear and limitation. We've also inherited limiting beliefs about ourselves. All of this can be resolved when we choose to open ourselves and receive the vibrations of self-realization flowing through our heart and enveloping us in the unlimited joy and ecstasy of a life enhancement or all. Once you've tapped into the ether element by connecting with the higher spiritual beings and the energy of the higher realms, then we move on to the next element, which is earth. A method for cleansing crystals with the earth element is to literally place your crystals outside on the earth in a pristine, positive energy place in nature. You can also bury a stone in the earth. Just put some marker as to where you buried it so you can remember where it is. Now, if you happen to be living in a city or a place that has geographic stress or the terminal earth energies, this isn't going to work well, or at all. However, for the enlightened, the ones who are attuned when things have changed drastically in their lives, or the ones who pay attention to spiritual warnings, are most likely the ones who will survive vicious non-physical attacks. One thing people do not realize is that a battle is not just an unfair inconvenience. Any battle or inconvenience that you may find yourself, you should leave it having gained something you did not have before, and acknowledge or mortality that will push you forward. When one enters and becomes obsessed with vengeance or lives with increased superstition, he is less of the man he was before the battle. Spiritual attacks do not have to be an actual battle with malevolent spirits. They manifest in many ways, from illness, death by some apparent physical means, madness, physical fights, and constant upheaval, breakups and divorces, failure, and much more. But what unites all of these things is that they attack only those subject to falsehood and trickery. Because this is what spiritual attacks are, a trick of the mind and what it thinks is real. When it enters the physical world, it is not easy to disperse. Only the spiritual can cancel that illusion. Similarly, you will receive and broadcast the vibrations you are tuned to. If you are attuned to joy, you will receive more joyful ideas, bump into cheerful people, and emanate joy. If you are attuned to sadness, you will attract others who may comfort you but not necessarily help you move toward joy. it may be challenging to connect with or benefit from those in a happier state. As you choose one more soothing thought at a time, you will shift out of this sadness into a more helpful and hopeful space. If you are attuned to the vibration of disease, physical or emotional, you will find a lot of information about how to heal. Without the clear guidance that comes with a focus on well-being, these options might trigger more stress and exacerbate the disease. If instead you are focused on anything that feels better, eagerly looking forward to what you can do when you feel well, or even just soothing yourself, you will be able to sort through the options and intuitively feel those that can help you the most. This is why it is important to know what vibrations radiate forth from certain types of incense before you decide on burning it. Because each varying vibration will attract different types of spirits, and some carry a higher frequency of vibration that is not easily handled by most humans. When certain spiritual practitioners give baths, they will pass an incense burner around the client or around the bath that is prepared. At times, there are certain rituals done with incense alone, where it is specifically passed in a certain way around the spirituality afflicted with the intention to remove whatever is blocking the person's way or causing them general malaise. In my own personal work, I use incense daily for as long as I can remember, when I was being taught by my non-physical elders. The mysteries of incense was one of my lessons. I can only share what I'm permitted to on the World Wide Web, but the depth of what I know will be reserved to be passed down or handed over to worthy students who may happen to find me along their life's journey. By holding personal dramas and negative feelings toward others and ourselves, we block our awareness of the unconditional love in Creator consciousness. By choosing to align with gratitude and joy, we can realize that we have an essence that we can feel. There is our presence of awareness. In the awareness of this presence, we can see and direct our ego consciousness, which cannot access infinite awareness and needs higher guidance to live a fulfilling life. We have been trained and have become accustomed to believing that we are our embodied ego consciousness, and we have allowed this in order to have the most intense human experience. When you are in a loving vibration, you can trust yourself. When not, defer making critical decisions and drawing conclusions until you are. Nothing is more crucial than slowly and gradually improving your vibration, for this alone determines the degree of flow, grace, and guidance you can receive. Don't beat yourself up when you are down. Self-critic won't elevate you. Instead, you can do something to change your mood and your situation. Reach for a soothing thought. Consider your options. Ask for help. For example, if you feel stuck at the bottom of a stairway, you could say, "I am at the bottom." Do nothing about it and stay there. Or you can take the first step. Perhaps you are disabled and can honestly say, "I am stuck here. I cannot walk up the stairs." However, you can call a friend, ask for help, find the elevator, ask someone else to run your errand upstairs, or ask others for help to create a better space on the first floor, if this is a living situation. There will always be valid reasons to feel bad. The world offers them freely. You may have inadvertently created difficult conditions in your life to deal with. Others may have made decisions you wish with all your heart they have not made. You can remain stuck feeling down. We understand. We certainly don't judge you. Or you can take steps, one little thought at a time, to feel better. You can remain disconnected from grace, flow, and guidance, or ease your way into it, one thought at a time.